What's up, SBD Crew? It's your boy Sports by Dustin, and today I'm giving you guys my favorite plays on PrizePicks for the November 27th Sunday slate. Before we get into the video, though, if you guys are not subscribed to the channel already, go ahead and do that right now. We're trying to hit 5K subscribers by Christmas. We're at 3,500 plus right now, so we are well on our way. Like this video while you're at it, because it really does help me out. It helps me push this video to a new type of audience that want to see this type of content, and you guys just been doing that for me basically this whole way, hitting like 200 likes in almost every video, so I would appreciate that. But let's go ahead, hop into my favorite plays for today. Sorry it's a little late. I've been out of town most of this weekend. I went to the FSU UF game. Go Noles. Took down UF in an instant classic, so I was really hyped to be there at that game. But let's go ahead and hop into my plays here. All right, my first play is going to be receiving yards, and it's going to come in the Arizona game with none other than the man himself, who's just been red hot since coming back from suspension. Yeah, I think I passed him. But it's going to be DeAndre Hopkins over 84.5 receiving yards. He has gone over this number in 4 out of the 5 games that he played this season. Now he's going up against the Chargers, which I actually think this game is going to be kind of a back and forth battle between these two offenses. I know that Arizona's been struggling in general. DeAndre Hopkins has been getting targeted so much, 14, 13, 14, and 12 in the games he has gone over this season. Could see the Chargers ahead in this game, in my opinion. Could see them ahead, which means a little bit more passing for Arizona. They are about middle of the pack as far as passing defense goes. 13th in yards per game, pass yards given up, and then 16th in completion percentage. DeAndre Hopkins, I'm also maybe leaning towards, just to kind of like show you guys, his receiving targets is at 10.5. With those numbers that we just seen for his targets, might be worth a look at 10.5 here for DeAndre Hopkins in targets over there. But one thing I did want to mention, so DeAndre Hopkins 83.5 over here on PrizePicks. But if you guys haven't heard of Thrive Fantasy, you can get some better lines sometimes over there. They also offer different player props, like something that might not be offered on PrizePicks could be offered over here on Thrive Fantasy. If you guys use the link in the description and code Dustin, DUSTIN, you'll get a 100% deposit match up to $100 over there on Thrive Fantasy. So if we scroll, not to mention, but their payouts are actually a little bit higher. If you look on the left side of the screen, a two-pick, let's say power play, is 3.6x rather than just 3x over there on PrizePicks. So you are getting some better lines sometimes, like we're getting a 1-yard discount. I know it's not much, but sometimes you can find some big discrepancies. A 1-yard discount here on Thrive Fantasy. DeAndre Hopkins, we could take him over 83.5 rather than getting him over here at 84.5. But my favorite thing about Thrive Fantasy is the contest. If you guys haven't heard of these, it's basically like DraftKings, PrizePicks had a baby, and you're doing prop contests, so like tournaments. So this one is $20,000 to first place, $10,000 to second. What you do is they give you 20 props. You pick your 10 favorite props over and under. For each one, like Tom Brady, if you take his under on passing, it's worth 105 points. If you take his over, it's only worth 95. So there's a little bit of strategy to it by points. I can tell you, I just played one the other day on Thanksgiving. Got all 10 of my props right. Ended up coming in 45th because I didn't have as many points as other people, but I went 10-0 in the tournament. So I did win a little bit of money over there. So if you guys want to check out these, where it's, you basically build a lineup rather than just selecting props and trying to, do like a power play. You can still win if you go, 9 out of 10 and such. So if you guys want to check that out, the link's going to be in the description. My next play is going to be a receptions prop, and it's going to be none other than CMC over 4.5 receptions. We look at him. Well, first off, he is popped up on the optimizer at 58.19%. This is the DG Fantasy Optimizer. If you guys, you guys probably seen this in my video plenty of times, but I use this to compare sportsbook lines to PrizePicks lines. Pinnacle's got him at minus 162 to go over 4.5 receptions. He was one of the top plays on the optimizer this morning when I did click onto it. Now, since being traded, he has gone over in only 2 of 4 games, but the game against Kansas City, his first game, he only played 23 snaps. He had 2 catches in those 23 snaps. Now he's playing double that probably, and some. Actually a little bit more than double that. Can expect it to only rise from here. CMC is definitely the best back they have, especially in the pass game. They're going to want to feed him the ball. Now, if you look here, his targets, 9, 6, and 7 in the last 3 games. Not counting the game against Kansas City, like I said. New Orleans is really, really good against the pass. They rank 24th in yards, not even letting up 200 yards per game. But, however, against running backs, we can see them, take advantage of this. The DBs are really what's stopping the pass. But against running backs, we can see them. Look, Jalen Warren and Kenyon Drake both went over their receiving receptions total. Only one on the screen are running backs in the last, I think this shows 15 people, but in general, Benjamin went over his here. So Josh Jacobs only had 2, but he's, a really good running back in general. They're using him more in the rush game. He does catch a couple passes, but CMC, probably the best pass-catching back in all of football. We're going to go ahead and ride with him. These are actually going to be my only 2 favorite plays for today. So if you guys like this video, go ahead, click the like button, subscribe if you haven't subscribed already, and we'll see you in the next one.